it blows my mind that you're saying this. I don't mean many agents that say this. That's how we structure our deals with our clients. A lot of people would say, well, what do you do? We're budget focused. Where's your payment going to be? And if today was a day of closing, what does your out of pocket look like? Where are you comfortable writing a check? And they were like, oh, and we work backwards from there. Well, look, here's where you want to be. Here's where you should be buying. And I think when you do that, number one, it's obviously helps them buy. But number two, it shows that you care. You're not just looking at the number. And the biggest thing that I took from what you just said, which I've heard many times, is people don't buy price of the house, they buy payment.
Yeah.
What does your monthly payment look like? And that's really where I think a lot of people need to focus on. And there's so many ways to get people to payment. And in this market today, because right now, would you say I think we're in a buyer's market.
Yeah. Oh, we are.
And we're still are. And I don't know how long that window is going to stay open. And I don't know. I wish I do, but I don't. But I got people getting 3% back on seller credits.
Yeah.
And they're taking that 3%. And I'm like, well, you already had your money for closing costs. Let's buy down your rate. Let's make this payment more affordable for you. Or take that credit, put it in the bank, and apply it as you need it. Right? There's so many things you could do with it.
And that's what makes a skilled agent and partnership with a loan officer working together.
Yeah.
And so whenever you have a consultation, which now is the law, to meet with a client, go over what you do for them, go over the state of the market, get a buyer broker agreement. The whole purpose of meeting is so that you have the ability to be a fiduciary. And you cannot, in my amateur opinion, be a fiduciary if you aren't lock in step with the loan officer. And so you have to know where they want their payments and what interest rate roughly they qualify for, so that you, anytime you look at a property, anytime, whether it's digitally or in person, they can know what it costs out of pocket monthly payment.
Absolutely.
You can't do that if you're not working lock in step with a partner.
100%.
You're making numbers up.
And and to that step of it, to take that a little further, one of the biggest things that you guys have to deal with is when you're negotiating with the other side.
For sure.
And the other side's got an ego, and they won't put their ego aside to try to figure out how to make the deal work for everybody. And I don't understand that with real estate agents. Like, why are some agents don't want to like move out of their own way? The goal is, let's sell the house for the seller, get the house for the buyer. Let's make a deal happen. And sometimes some people, they don't even want to get on the phone. I've noticed some of these agents and stuff. It's like, man, why? Like, why don't you want to work together? If you work together on a deal, I feel like you're in.
Markets humble everyone. And the bottom of the market here is '09. We're sitting here in 2026. And it takes a shift, which we haven't seen one, which is why the energy is where it's at. They won't get on the phone. They'll get on the phone when their income adjusts 40%. Right. They'll get on the phone.
I never thought of it like that. That's an interesting perspective. We've been through, we were humbled. That one's a little different. So the agent that came in COVID and crushed it and has has not been humbled yet.
So absolutely.
That's a great point of view.
1,000%.
That's a great point of view.
And so the state of the market can always be correlated to two statistics: month supply of inventory and absorption rate. These are two statistics that most real estate agents have no idea how to calculate, and strongly recommend that be the two things anyone takes away from this podcast. Is when you learn these two numbers, those two numbers are the foundation of any negotiation, because a negotiation is a win-win or no deal. And it doesn't mean one side blasts the other side.
Right.
Now, in 2021, when there was a half a month of inventory.
Don't ever want to see that again.
Well, that's not healthy. It's not a healthy market. Now, it's awesome for a seller. It's horrible for a buyer. Just like as the pendulum moves, which that's the way markets work, is like a grandfather clock. Markets don't do this. Now, COVID, for example, the market did that, but that was an anomaly.
Yeah, it was a blip. It was wild.
We should have millions of people die so that a market goes like this.